Hey guys, it's Annie.
And Scott.
And welcome to WTFn, where we run down the weird leftover news stories of the week. Reheated.
News, yep.
All right, and a big story this week was, of course, the Bradley Manning sentence, which was 35 years he got for supplying info to WikiLeaks. And now, in an interesting twist, Manning has announced that he is female.
All right.
He's plans to undergo gender reassignment, and the name he's chosen for himself is Chelsea Manning. So, what do you think? I want to focus on the name choice. What do you think about the name Chelsea? Would you have gone with Chelsea?
I wouldn't have gone with Chelsea, only because I don't like the name Chelsea. Sorry, Chelsea.
Reminds you of Chelsea Clinton, or
kind of, yeah. It sounds
a little too much like Debbie.
Kind of an. Oh, don't you dare! Don't you dare! It's kind of an ugly girl name. Sorry, Chelsea's. But I don't know. I would go with something cooler. Like if I was, in Bradley Manning's shoes, I'd probably change my name to Tuffy Linden.
Tuffy Linden. How do you spell Tuffy?
Tuffy.
Tuffy.
Tuffy. Yeah. Because
nice
only because I want a lady's name, but I don't want anyone to mess with me in prison.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Tuffy.
Yeah.
Like, here comes Tuffy.
That's a savvy
that's
decision.
What man name would you give yourself?
Oh, probably like something really tough sounding, like Rocco.
Rocco? Okay, yeah. Tuffy and Rocco, send us to jail.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, here's a new, speaking of jail, here's a fun story from this week. An Instagram humble brag ended up leading to the biggest gun bust in New York City history. Okay, so this guy named Matthew Best is a small-time aspiring rapper who goes by the name Nino Best.
Aren't they all?
He posted photos and videos of guns and huge amounts of money, also stating that he was selling weapons out of his Ocean Hill recording studio on Instagram, which is public.
Good job.
Okay. So, he was,
he Instagrammed
busted and...
Like did you see the photos that he was,
Yeah.
it was a shopping bag full of money. It was just a brown shopping bag full of cash. And he's like, yeah, we got this. I'm also selling guns. What's up? Come get me. And they did. And the cops were like,
don't do that,
the cops were
guys.
like, I can't believe how many weapons he had. It was like 200 something weapons in one bus. So
it was a huge deal.
It was a table full of guns.
And you could have avoided it if you just locked your freaking account.
Keep that stuff on MySpace. Cops don't check that site anymore. Yeah. They're all Instagramming. All right, so this is an interesting story. So Yahoo is actually beating Google in traffic for the first time since
How is that possible?
Since 2011. Well, it's actually kind of weird. So ComScore put out this report, said that yes, they're doing it because they have all those websites, like Flickr and Tumblr, and so they have 197 million people visiting Google in July, whereas visiting Yahoo in July, whereas Google only had 192 million. But they, if you look at the ComScore charts for the months, they've actually been neck and neck for a very long time.
Wow.
So even though Yahoo, everyone's like, ugh, people still go there. People still have it as their homepage.
All
they
the
still
moms.
all the moms go to Yahoo and they check Yahoo News and Yahoo Kids. And I actually use, there's a show I watch on Yahoo whenever it's on, Burning Love, which is, if check out Burning Love, that is a fantastic web series.
I still use Yahoo. I mean, I have a couple Yahoo addresses that I use for like trolling purposes.
Okay.
But that's otherwise. And sometimes I hate read Yahoo News.
Well, you contributed to that number.
Yeah, I'm part of the problem.
So I mean, maybe Marissa Meyer knows what she's doing. She's turning that ship around. But yeah, there's that story. Also, Groupon. This is a very interesting story. So there was a Groupon sales manager who was threatening a restaurant owner with bad Yelp reviews because he didn't want to join up with Groupon again. So Andy Johnston, he's the guy who works for Groupon. He sent this guy Trip Hostley. I don't know, Hostley. He owns Sauce, which is a restaurant in San Francisco, and he emailed him. They were doing cold calls, and he hung up on him during a cold call. And the Groupon guy was like, So he sent the following email, right? Hi, Trip. I sincerely appreciate you hanging up on me. As a resident of San Francisco for over 25 years, I have a huge network of friends, aged 25 to 40. They're all extremely active on Yelp, as well as other social media. I would gladly let them know how you treated me, as well as my feelings about the people who run Sauce. Go Giants, Andy.
the passive aggression is
I know.
like off the charts. I love it.
Yeah, you've lived here for 25 years. You know all sorts of people in the same age group.
I know, I don't freaking write letters.
Right. So then Trip goes, Andy, you must be new to cold calling. You might want to develop a thicker skin or work for a less despised company.
Ooh.
Despite what you might think, you have no right to my time. I told you that I was not interested and asked you twice to remove me from your call list, as I have every time I've been called by a representative from Groupon since our last horrific experience with your company. I do not have to give you any more chances. You do not have the right to interrupt me, take my time away from my already busy day, or force me to listen to how new and wonderful Groupon is. I am not interested. And it goes on and on and on. Basically, Andy wasn't happy about that, so he decided to be like, hey, this restaurant's terrible on Yelp, 1 star. And then he went back, the other guy went back and just kind of outed the whole dude for doing this whole thing, and then his Yelp bad reviews and profile were deleted. So that was Groupon, man.
Way to go.
Way to go. But this is probably the greatest thing I saw all week. I was watching this happen live. So Patton Oswalt is the greatest Twitter user of all time for this string of jokes that he did. So what he did was he was writing on his Twitter, and he was writing tweets but that were in 2 parts. So the first part, he's kind of setting up a tweet, and then the second part is the punchline, but if you read the second part solo,
alone, yeah.
It is a horrible, horrible statement. And he was just trying to troll the audience and see who was paying attention to the entire train of thought or just getting retweeted the bad tweet. So some examples are, he tweeted out, this was his first tweet, "These idiots who deny that clumsy change is real and a pressing threat are no different from misogynists who claim that," here's the second tweet, "women enjoy rape. Grow the f*** up, all of you." Which people are like, whoa, why are you tweeting that women enjoy rape? It's like, yeah, connect. He also wrote, "You think anyone should be able to buy a gun for any reason, you idiot? Well, why don't we just," second tweet, "let NAMBLA members f*** anyone they want. Am I so crazy for wanting my kid to grow up in a safer world?" Anyway, you can go check out his Twitter feed for the full thing.
Funny.
It was really funny, and he did them. It was over like a span of an hour, and there's a whole bunch of them. They're fantastic, and I thought it was.
And the replies that he got.
The
I'm
replies
sure
that he
were
got, he was
incredible.
retweeting the replies that people who didn't get the joke. But it was probably one of the best uses of Twitter I've seen in a very, very long time. So, good job, Patton Oswalt.
Good job.
And if you guys liked what you saw, leave a comment down below, or better yet, subscribe. Till next time, I'm Scott.
I'm Annie.
Enjoy your Saturday.
Have a great day.
Have a great day. So what are you doing this weekend?
I'm going to see Michael Jackson tribute band.
Again? Oh, your friend's in that band. Yeah, he plays.
Yeah, I go to like every show. I'm the biggest groupie ever.
I could talk about let's talk about Michael Jackson. What's your favorite Michael Jackson song?
They don't really care about us.
They don't really. Okay. I would say Jam. You know, the video is great. It has Michael Jackson in it. Of course, it has Michael Jackson in it.
shit.
No shit. Michael Jordan. And they're playing basketball. It ain't too hard to do me. It ain't too much for me. Damn. It ain't too much. Damn. It ain't too much for me.